This video is about self-awareness. Don't worry, I'm not going to quote some self-help guru. If there's one thing procurement professionals need to focus on more than anything else, it's self-awareness. Let's start with a couple of observations. First, the world isn't clamoring for your 100-page RFX document. Look at these snippets from Reddit, like this one. Bob Swaggart has no swagger for RFPs. TJ discovers opportunity cost. Pentech won't fill out your self-assessment questionnaire? The horror! The companies most likely to respond to your RFP aren't the ones you want to work with. The preferred suppliers, those already recognized and respected in the marketplace, are unlikely to engage. Why? Like Hollywood stars, the best don't need to prove themselves in an exhaustive auditions process because their reputations precede them. This was the topic of video number 661. A common frustration among procurement pros is when internal customers engage directly with suppliers. They're seen as cowboys that don't understand business. Procurement should be the exclusive conduit for dialogue, they argue, citing fairness as the rationale. Other times, there's even a policy in place. Bureaucratic bedtime story that casts a show of management. But is this efficient, purposeful, or even fair? Let's face it, salespeople will sell. They'll showcase forthcoming products and services to your internal customers, gauging interest and aligning offerings. That's not circumvention, it's business. Procurement personnel frequently lack the technical skills to be a reliable conduit, and often these are important conversations that have nothing to do with an imminent transaction. Musicians like the company of other musicians, and the same goes for engineers, for example. Besides, trying to police every interaction is impractical and counterproductive. It displays insecurity, and trying to frustrate it is often an exercise in empire building that, 1, causes people to doubt procurement's function, and 2, stymies progress towards corporate goals and ultimately proves harmful. Besides, there's no feasible way to monitor every conversation. History has shown us the pitfalls of central planning. Remember the collapse of the Soviet Union? You won't get senior management support anyway. In short, procurement folks need to understand the context of what they do. They need to be self-aware. My epiphany happened nearly 25 years ago. In 2005, wireless revenue was growing 40% a year or something spectacular like that, and wireless carriers were clamoring to offer new services that would boost usage, including my company. But my coworkers were trying to buy the products and services that would support such growth, and they wanted to save 5 to 7% doing it. Nobody else in the company cared. I mean, nobody. The savings were illusory if the opportunity cost was a multiple of that in lost revenue. But my procurement coworkers were laser-focused on their roles. They lacked necessary context, and they entertained a single-entry accounting system in their head that only valued their contributions and not the corresponding account entries. Similarly, many procurement professionals assume the project begins when the deal is closed. While this might be true for certain things, like constructing a new building or implementing new technology, it's often the opposite in others. Take the busiest freight rail line in the United States, the Chicago-Los Angeles corridor. This essential corridor connects the ports of Southern California to the Midwest and beyond. Maintenance of it doesn't begin only after a tedious procurement and contract signatures. Maintenance windows or turnaround times are meticulously planned months or even years in advance, down to the minute. The trains destined for Chicago are already on the tracks and en route from Los Angeles when the rail maintenance starts, and delays or missteps can ripple across the entire network. There's not enough siding to park trains once they're underway, and rerouting causes capacity issues and adds time, which is the key to efficiency in this space. The risk of defaulting on a contract and reputation harm is large. What does this mean? It means you're not going to entrust material or equipment supply or services to an unfamiliar supplier or contractor. You're going to give it to someone you know won't blow up your business, even if it costs more. Procurement folks may construe this as laziness, but it's good business. The business is wired to a familiar party, and there's a cost premium, surely. But it's like insurance. It's a hedge against a more catastrophic happening. Are they wrong to do this? I don't think so. Procurement professionals must recognize these priorities and devise strategies that align with them. Supporting internal customers requires flexibility and a deep understanding of their operational needs. In summary, self-awareness, adaptability, and a clear understanding of your organization's priorities are essential for procurement professionals. Recognize when it's time to step back and let business happen. Let me say that again. Recognize when it's time to step back and let business happen. Understand the bigger picture, whether it's maintaining a rail corridor or ensuring reliable energy supply, and position yourself as a partner, not a gatekeeper. By doing so, you'll not only improve procurement's effectiveness, but also contribute to your organization's overall success.